Hello YouTube, this Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Well, this is going to be a huge knife sale, over 40 knives. I think 18 Chris Reeve knives. We've got the Halo 5 and a number of Microtech out the front automatics. We've got a brand new Spyderco, as well as some huge classics. One that made my best 5 Spyderco knives, and a whole bunch of others. Over 40 knives coming your way. So let me put these down. Remember, this knife sale, like all the knife sales have been, this is a US only knife sale. I always take a hit from the viewers from out of the country. I appreciate them to death, but honestly, I've been going through so much with PayPal and mailing and stuff that I apologize, but this is USA only. Let me explain to you how this is going to work. So the deal here is, if you look down in the description, first the rules of the sale are there, and then a whole list of each knife along with their prices. If you see a knife that you like, then go to keithkevinken@gmail.com. keithkevinken@gmail.com. Just like this channel, Keith Kevin Ken, all one word. And in the subject, put the name of the knife, and in the body of your email, put "It's mine." Name of the knife in the subject, "It's mine" in the body. The email is like this channel, keithkevinken@gmail.com. I'll respond with "It's yours." Ask you to send it to my PayPal account. It's a brand new PayPal account. If you've purchased a knife in the past, forget that. I'll give you the PayPal account to use. You send your money. Once I get confirmation, I email you and ask for your address. And then I am recording this on Saturday. Everyone who buys this weekend, I will mail out on Monday. We do priority mail and insurance. All of that I take care of. These prices are for knives that are new and in the box. Factory edges have never been used before. And boy, there's a lot of discounts. And some of my favorite knives are in this sale as well. This is the summer of trimming. I keep forgetting to press this button when I pull it back. So it's not the knife, it's me. It's the summer of trimming. I'm trimming my collection. So we're starting with the Microtech Halo 4. They just came out with a Halo 6. This is a huge knife. Listen to it just fly out there. This is an automatic from Ultratech. It's a Halo 5, 4.6 inches combo blade with a Tanto blade as well. This is not double action. This is single action. Single action means it flies out by pressing this button. To bring it back, you press the button and you pull back the knife. Oh, listen to it. Of course, this is olive kind of color, aluminum. It just flies out there. It's a great knife. There are some black marks. See those black marks right there? I promise you, it has only been in a Pelican case. The reason you have these black marks is there is no clip. None. What it comes with is a Kydex sheath, and you'll get the Kydex sheath and everything else with it. So when you put it in there, some of the black comes out on it. That's the only thing that you'll see on this. It's very good condition, $520, and believe me, that's a good price for a Halo 5, $520. Yeah. It's the Microtech Ultratech. This is with the clear top. You can see all the workings in there. It's a dagger with Elmax steel. By the way, The Halo 5 has N690 steel. N690 steel. This is the Ultratech. Of course, you know that 3.4 inches, 3.5 ounces, never been used, sharp on both sides. It's a dagger. Elmax steel. I do take two hands to bring this in. Anyone who has used an Ultratech knows that they can get stiff coming in, but look at this. Flies out there. This was from Blade HQ exclusive, I believe. This is for $315. The Microtech QD Scarab. It's QD because it has, you see, has some traction in between there. It's a real special black blade, Elmax steel QD Scarab with the Tanto blade, 3.5 inches. Oh man, does it fly out there. The Scarab, $525. I offered this before. Oh, that's from some of the foam from the Pelican case. I've offered this before at a higher price. We brought it down, $525. The Troodon, I love this Troodon. 3 inches. It flies out there. It's in great condition. 3-inch blade, again with a Tanto blade. Elmax steel, $320. It's a only weighs 3 ounces as well. Just a real nice knife. Here we go with some Spydercos. Oh, lot of nice classics. Yeah, that's the Sage one. It's true. By the way, the Troodon, $320. Sage one for $130. Brand new. I mean, you know, it's not brand new. I've taken pictures with it. I've never used it. The blade is perfect. S35VN steel, as you know, all of these 3 inches. Spyderco did a series of knives celebrating the great people who created locks. This was Michael Walker and the liner lock, as you can see right there. All of them also have the wire clip, which I just really like. S35VN steel, it's Sage 1 for $130. Carbon fiber on top of G10. Oh, it's smooth and beautiful. Yes. Yes. It is Sage 2, one of the most popular ones. It represents Chris Reeve and his famous integral frame lock. It's all tie. 3-inch, of course, S35VN steel, Sage 2. All of these have the factory edge, $180. Oh, it's so smooth, too. Yeah, we're going through the entire Sage collection. Here's Sage 3. Sage 3 celebrates Blackie Collins and the bolt action lock, which is really smooth. This is the one with the carbon fiber on top of G10. And, man, I like this knife. This is for $130. Then we have the blue one. Again, Sage 3, bolt action lock, S35VN steel, 3-inch blade. That's for $130. Here is a very rare Sage. You cannot find these. If you find these online, they're going for a gazillion dollars. This is Sage 4, discontinued. This celebrates Al Moore and the backlock, very strong backlock. What I love about this is the tie bolster and that Arizona Ironwood. It's really nice. You will never find one for $180, but that's what I'm selling this one for. Again, never used. And then the last Sage, of course, is the last Sage that's been offered. And that's the Sage 5. And finally, Spyderco celebrated themselves for what I consider one of the best locks around. That's the Spyderco compression lock. Oh, man. Carbon fiber for $140. Wow. A 3-inch carbon fiber. I used to say this was the small paramilitary 2 when they came out with the Sage 5, and then a couple of months later they came out with the Para 3. But oh, what a wonderful, that's the entire collection at great prices. Don't forget, if you're interested in buying something, go to keithkevinken@gmail.com, keithkevinken@gmail.com. Put the name of the knife in the subject, and then in the body say it's mine. I'll respond with it's yours and ask you, give you my PayPal account, ask you to deposit the money. Once the money hits my account, I'll send you an email and I'll ask for your address, and then I'll be sending it out priority mail on Monday. This is a brand new knife. I saw on Blade HQ, they still have it there. You see how I went for like the liner lock and there isn't one? This just came out. Of course, I'm part of the Collectors Club. I got it early. This right here is a knife that we all were waiting for. It's the Spyderco Hanan. Brand new, just out. Blade HQ hasn't even offered it. A lot of people online haven't gotten theirs yet. Titanium bolster. Beautiful smooth G10, titanium liners, G10 back spacer. Here's the thing, this is from Brad Southard. Remember, he did the very first flipper for Spyderco. Look at me, I keep going here. I keep forgetting that it actually is a compression lock flipper by him. Wonderful recurve blade, S30V steel. I'm asking for $220, and if you have your own YouTube or you just like to show people that you get things first, there you have it. The just released Spyderco Hanan, and that's for $220. I remember when the 2 Mantras from Spyderco were released at the exact same time. This was Mantra 2. We're expecting Mantra 3 pretty soon. The same dimensions as a Spyderco Delica, and Mantra 1, which I'm keeping right now for now, has that traditional Spyderco shape, just like a Delica, except it's a flipper with a titanium body. And then they came with this blade, which I really like. Full flat ground. This is CPM's M4 steel. You have to take care of it, but oh, it's a wonderful steel. And what I liked about it, when I first got it, I went, oh, I like the flipping Delica. But this blade right here, not only is it a great slicer, but the other thing about it is, once it's down there, that low profile in your, as a carry is great. Just a real nice flipper with the wire clip, of course, the Chris Reeve integral frame lock. It has a steel insert on the lock as well, so it doesn't wear down. Just a real nice. This is the Mantra 2 for $175. So I have 3 Spyderco domino flippers. This is the original with the carbon fiber on top of G10. That's for $195. We have the blue Weave for $195 domino. And then again, carbon fiber on top of G10. And then we have the all blue G10 flipper. These dominoes are beautiful. Of course, they all are titanium on the back side. Titanium on the back side with an integral frame, Chris Reeve integral frame lock. And they all have the stainless steel inserts. All of these, as I've said before, have not been used. They all have the factory edge. Don't forget, it's keithkevinken@gmail.com. Put the name of the knife there, and then it's mine in the body. We're talking about some newer knives. These next ones are really new. Just came out from Spyderco within the year. This right here is the Spyderco Opus. Remember, this just came out. This is nice. It feels so great in the hand. Bigger knife. The Opus is a bigger knife. S30 V steel, 3.7-inch blade. Carbon fiber, just a real wonderful knife. Has full liners, of course they're skeletonized, and a liner lock. Just a real nice knife. It reminds me of those bigger knives like the Police, but just a real nice knife. Again, just released by Spyderco within the last year. That's the Opus. That's for $195. Here's another new one. Yeah, remember, this is the Spyderco Dialora 3. I have the original Dialoras. You've noticed you haven't seen any of the super classics that I have on the trimming. I'm going to keep those for a while. But this is a brand new one. Dialora is named after a policeman that died in 9/11, a true hero in New York in 9/11. And they wanted to upgrade it, made it a lot thinner. Just really nice. Of course, this has a ball bearing lock, which makes this thing smooth as silk. I mean, smooth as silk. Again, all brand new, $195. I love that even on this, with this wonderful ceramic ball bearing lock, it has the wire clip. Super thin, nice liners, full liners, skeletonized in a real nice way. 3.4-inch knife, a blade. Just a really nice knife. And a new one, $196. Here's another new one. It's the cue ball, the Spyderco cue ball. Again with that ceramic ball. Again with that wonderful ball bearing lock that just falls. The difference is this is a smaller one. 2.7 inches. Has that full forward choil. So the edge is 2.2 inches. Has that Warncliffe blade that is so handy. VG10 steel. By the way, the Dialora is S30V steel, and the Opus is S30V as well. This is nice. VG10 steel, $165. For the cue ball, again, that wire clip. One of the newer ones. Here's another newer one, and it's based after, I have two of the original Little Temperance. This is the Little Temperance 3. I have 1 and 2. Oh, I love this knife. It's a nice, chunky little knife. They made it so nice. It's that big leaf shape, full flat grind. It feels great in the hand. 4-way clip and compression lock. If you've been looking for like a knife that's a little bit wider, chunkier, but still a small knife, this Little Temperance 3 is just 2.9 inches. So it's under that 3 inches, and it's a nice knife. It really is. I love this thing. I really do. S30V steel for $195, the Little Temperance 3. So we're talking about some of the newer knives, right? Well, here's another one. The Chinook 4. Again, I have the original one. All of these knives, by the way, are on my channel. Just take a look at the Knife of the Day playlist. I've done a full episode on every knife that you see on this table, so you can go check those out. But this, boy, did they really do a great job on the Chinook. This is the Chinook 2. The other one is so big and chunky. But this is really nice. Full flat ground S30V steel. 3.8-inch blade with that trailing point. $200. Strong back lock. Of course, black G10 on it. Another one of the newer Spyderco knives. Boy, I don't know how we're going to have enough room for all of this. Yeah, this is the brand new Spyderco Spiderhawk Sprint Run. Just really nice. H1 steel. It has that bright orange FRN with that FRN. This is great if you want around the water. Of course, H1 steel, 100% rust proof. This is for $90. It's a new sprint run for this year. So H1 steel, if you want one with that hawk blade, serrated, just great if you're a fisherman or anything else. That's for $90. Of course, it's new and a wonderful sprint run. Spyderco, I'm talking about all of these brand new knives representing some of my favorite oldies that I still have in my Pelican cases. Couldn't wait for the Spyderco ATR2. ATR is at the ready. Man, you're talking about a special knife. 3.5 inches. Just a wonderful blade. Look, this is called a cobra head. So instead of just jimping going up to the hole, you've got this nice cobra head that helps it when you're opening as well. You don't have to, it's just easy opening, smooth as silk. ATR2, 3.5 inches, S30V steel. As you can tell, the compression lock as well. It is a smooth knife. Stainless steel liners, and these holes, besides being able to use them as indexing them when you're moving around the knife, takes off a lot of the weight. Again, this has G10 on it. Wonderful compression lock. And I love that cobra hood. Like I said, this is the ATR2, $195. I don't know. I don't know if I even offered this one. I've offered the Caribbean. This is the leaf-shaped Caribbean. This is the newer, this is one of the new kind of salt collections for Spyderco as well. Has LC 200N steel. Again, that is a rust-proof steel, and man, it works well. I have it on my Spidey Chef, and it is rust-proof, easy to take care of. I love this handle with G10 and those ridges. It will not slip out of your hand anywhere if you're around the water. Just a real nice knife, 3.7-inch blade. Again, rust-proof with that wonderful LC 200N steel. $150 for that. Yeah, I brought it back because I can't believe that it's still here. I can't. It's the blacked out Shaman. Just the Shaman's a wonderful knife. S30V steel. It is a big native, is what they say. The Ford 5050 Choyo. It's all black, just in great shape. It's a nice knife. Again, another compression lock knife that just comes down like crazy. S30V steel, blacked out, $185. Again, all of these have factory edges. They have not cut anything. I almost want harps to play. Yes, it's one of my favorite knives. It is the Spyderco Slish Bowie, but I just don't carry it. A lot of times it ends up being the knife that almost made the EDC. It has never been carried. It is just a favorite of a lot of YouTubers. It is full flat ground. To me, made by, Marcin Slish. I don't know if I'm saying it right. SLYSC. Made the Techno. This is like a big Techno. I just love the tie body with the clip. The wonderful frame lock. It's a nice knife for EDC use, but I'm trimming, and so I need to trim my Slish Bowie. CTS XHP steel, great carpenter steel, 3.4-inch blade, $285 for this, and trust me, that is a great price for a knife that hasn't been used. The Bowie has not been used. I have the Spyderco Para 3. It's the first one that I've gotten. Again, not used. Black G10. You guys know it's a 3-inch blade. S30V steel for $125. Actually, we have a lot of those. The size blades we all were waiting for. I also have the Paramilitary 2 in Digi Camel. And I have the Military in Digi Camel. The Paramilitary 2 S30V steel, of course, for $130. And the Digi Camel Military, $175 with the black blade. Those, my friends, are the Ultratechs and the Spydercos. Remember, if you're interested, Keith, Kevin, Ken, just like this channel, add Gmail. Subject matter, the knife, and then in the body, it's mine. I'll respond, give you my PayPal, and we're off. And I will mail them on Monday. This was my very first Chris Reeve knife. Has never been used. It does not have a lanyard. Those are easy to buy on Blade HQ. Not because of any reason except when I got them, my one drawer that I held all my knives in, the lanyards got in the way. You're going to see a couple of those. Man, just in great shape. This is the Spyderco. This is the Chris Reeve large Sebenza 21 riddled. Selling for $450. Of course, you'll get everything. The box, the birth certificate, everything that Chris Reeve gives you in a box, you'll get with that. Never used. Same with the Umnumzun, my very first Umnumzun. I just wanted the plain Jane stuff. And the Umnumzun, again, never used. I have so many knives, I just never used it. For $420, of course, everything that you've come to expect as new except no lanyard. Oh, did I tell you about the Umnumzun? Yeah, $420. The riddled is $450. Now, I'll tell you, a lot of the Chris Reeve knives, a lot of the older knives, more expensive knives that I have, we'll probably have this sale, maybe one or two others. I haven't been selling some of my knives, I haven't been including, but with the Chris Reeve knives, those that don't go, I will go to a middle person, probably Arizona Custom Knives. I haven't talked to them, but probably, and let them sell them. But I want this channel to get a first look. The prices will go up, trust me, because they take a cut and everything else. So if you want Chris Reeve knives at, believe me, check on the internet, good prices. And these are factory edges from Chris Reeve. Now's the time to do it. At some point I'm going to stop the sale of these and go with the secondary market. It just makes sense for me. This is my very first micarta inlay. I wanted it with this Tanto blade. Just a wonderful knife, $450. Again, micarta inlay. Does not have a lanyard because it was one of my first, but everything else is as new. Man, I don't know. Have I offered small Sebenzas yet? Well, I am this time around. This is my very first small Sebenza 21. That's why it doesn't have a lanyard. Everything else comes with these, by the way, and they're as new can get with factory edge. $350 is what I'm asking for. 2.9-inch small Sebenza 21. Trust me, it's all very nice and new, and you get everything in the package. This is the small Sebenza 21 riddled. I showed you my very first one, which was the large riddled. This is the small riddled. This is for $400. All of these knives have a profile already on my channel. The great thing is, man, those holes lighten up. They go all the way through the show side. As you can see, the blade go down. It's just a real nice knife. Looks great. Great for EDC. That's for $400. A small Sebenza 21 riddled. Yeah, I'm losing space. Here's another small Sebenza. This one has the Tanto blade. A wonderful small Sebenza with a Tanto blade. That's for $350. All of these factory, all of these will have everything, the grease, everything will come with these except for the blue cloth, because I take all the blue cloths off and use them. Other than that, everything, the stickers, everything will be in the box. This is a small Sebenza 21 micarta with, I have one in there with a Tanto. This one, just the regular blade, and that's for $400. Here's a couple of special knives. I know everyone can't afford these knives, but I want to give everyone a shot at these. All the rest are real special knives. Those were special knives, but these two. I have a Sebenza 25. Yeah. Yeah. With a ladder Damascus blade and ladder Damascus, the image lasered into the show side. These, if you look them up, they cost a mint, but this is, again, the ladder Damascus Sebenza 25. This for $625. Of course, everything is as new as possible. This is Sebenza 21 with raindrop Damascus on. I haven't polished them out, but when you get them, I polish them before you get them. And of course, with the Damascus, the raindrop Damascus. These are the large ones, and they are just really nice. Again, $625. I have 3 small ones, all of them on all 3 of the usual Devin Thomas Damascus. For instance, this is ladder Damascus with it also on the scale. This for $500. These are really special knives, and if you look them up, you'll see the heavy discount. Brand new. They've just been in my Pelican cases. Here's the raindrop Damascus small Sebenza 21 with the Damascus blade, as well as the raindrop etched into the scales. Hello. Yeah, couldn't leave basket weave Damascus. Of course, look at that. They're so tight. That is a wonderful Damascus, and again, it's on the scale. All of the small ones are $500. The big one's $625, and believe me, if you look them up, they're $700, $750, $800 in some cases. Yeah, when I said trimming, I meant it. I waited towards the end. As you guys know, I bought every carbon fiber Chris Reeve knife I could get. These are knifeart.com exclusives. They have special beads. These are so nice. The weight on these, because the show side scale is not a slab of titanium, but instead of wonderful carbon fiber. This, of course, is with a large Sebenza 21 with Insingo blade, $470. And then I'm also offering, this was the first one I bought. I don't know if it was the first one that knifeart.com, the first batch that they got with carbon fiber. I was so excited. You see 71 because the first 100 made, knifeart.com numbered. So there's only 100 of them with numbers. This is number 71. Again, you'll get the box, the birth card, the decal, everything but the blue rag. Trust me, all grease and everything. But this is the Sebenza 25 carbon fiber from knifeart.com. People always call me, how you're getting rid of your babies? Trust me, there are hundreds of more knives and a whole lot more. I'm going to be 59 this month, on the 20th of this month. And I'm not, look, we're men, most of us watching this. And when I was young, I prepared for college. When I was in college, I was preparing for my career. I was married with kids. I was working way too much, but I was preparing for my career. I've always prepared for the next phase. Now it's time. Having 5 Pelican cases, and we're talking 4 1550s and 1 1600, and then I'm still getting new Spydercos. I was going to have to buy another one, and all of these have boxes. Remember, I keep telling you they're coming with the boxes and everything, so I've got boxes full of boxes in a 1-bedroom. It's time to start preparing for that last part of my life. Hey, I'm healthy, okay? I probably need to diet and eat better and exercise, but it's nothing like that. And by the way, this isn't paying bills or anything. I've got a good job, but it is just time to skim down. So that's why you're seeing some great knives out of my collection go during the summer of trimming. I never thought I would do this. I know this is an expensive knife, but you know what? They are expensive, and I've cut out so much because I have to tell you, I really appreciate you guys. It's hard to find a mammoth bark inlaid knife from Chris Reeve. It's just hard. Natural mammoth bark. They're very expensive. This is for $750. $750. I know. To some of you go, others you know how much those cost. This was my first one that I wanted just fully loaded. I wanted Devin Thomas ladder Damascus, and I wanted box arrow burl inlay. You know, box arrow burl, box elder burl inlay. I said Earl. Box elder burl inlay is so beautiful, so wonderful that even when Chris Reeve, when they got rid of all the other types of inlay and changed them with new inlays, they kept this one. This is just a beautiful piece. Of course, all the inlaid knives have polished titanium. The CCG ones have polished titanium. This is just a beautiful knife. Full dress. Mammoth bark is hard to find. $750. Trust me, that's a good price. Fully loaded with box elder burl and also ladder Damascus. This is $750 as well. Whew. The last 2 knives, oh man, other wonderful inlays. This is the Bacardi wood inlay. Bacardi wood inlay. This is for $450. Large Sabenza 21. And the very last knife today on the Summer of Trimming sale is a large Sabenza with Kookaburra inlay. Isn't it just a beautiful knife? And that is going for $450. The Bacardi inlay, the Kookaburra, $450. The box arrow de burl with ladder Damascus is I'm laughing because wow, I can't believe I wrote that down to sell. $750. And mammoth bark, $750. There you have it. So here we go. The rules are in the bottom. After the rules are a list of all the knives with the prices. Put the knife in the subject, in the body. Say it's mine. I will respond to you. If you're West Coast, go ahead and do it. I try to stay up as much as I can during these things. But, you know, I'll get back to you if I'm sleeping and you're on the West Coast late, and we'll do the deal there. You'll have 30 minutes to put it on PayPal once I say it's yours, because a lot of people are emailing me while you are. And sometimes people don't make it and I take the next one in line, okay? And that's in the rules. Hey man, I really like all of you guys. Thank you for the summer. And thank you for, I mean, this is just wonderful. I love seeing all these knives, and I'm happy that you do too. Thumb it up. Let me know that you're enjoying the knives. Whether you can buy or not, that's fine. But I hope you're enjoying to see all these knives in one place in one video. Good luck. Have fun. Take good care of yourselves. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.